Doppler Dave here, another installment of West Texas Wild. I'm here with Ray Mattlack from West Texas A&M and talking about an animal that may not appear in other parts of the country, but we sure have them around here, and that's the prairie dog. What can you tell us about them?
Yeah, the black-tailed prairie dog is a pretty widespread species found throughout much of the Great Plains, so from about an hour or so, a couple hours east of here, and then they're found to the west. And then we pick up other species of prairie dogs farther west than there. Around here, they once were extremely common. Of course, we've controlled prairie dogs to some degree, to a tremendous degree, and now their numbers aren't as high as they were. But we're going to take you into the prairie dog town this time and show you some of their burrows. There you can see one poking his head out. The black-tailed prairie dog is a colonial animal. Of course, they make these big colonies, and they're very important for a lot of other species. When we go out this time of year to look for hawks and eagles, one of the places we go to look are prairie dog towns because they're prey for bald eagles, golden eagles, ferruginous hawks, red-tailed hawks, rough-legged hawks. And that's one thing that a lot of people don't understand about the Panhandle is it's such an important winter area for some of these birds. Other animals like the burrowing owl will use prairie dog burrows as well.
I've seen those little guys. Now, when we see a hole like that, you know, a lot of people wonder, is it just like one little chamber there, or what do they actually have? What's it like underneath the ground?
Yeah, well, a lot of these burrows are connected, and we call prairie dogs ecological engineers because they do so much to the land. They change it so greatly. Their burrows are used by lots of other animals, but one of the neat things about their burrows is if you'll notice, some of them are low and some of the mounds are very high, and the difference in wind speed across those burrows basically creates a ventilation system for their burrows, and so it pulls fresh air through their burrows. So it's very complicated underground as well. Some of them are very short and dead ends, but those are generally when they're building them.
They really are engineers, aren't they?
They really are.
What about disease? I've heard that they carry some diseases, do they?
They do. They'll carry the plague, but that is something that wipes them out. That will wipe out an entire colony. Generally not a big problem between prairie dogs and humans. You got to be careful about fleas. That's the biggest thing, and the prairie dog fleas generally don't mess with humans that much, so the fleas are what carry the plague.
Very interesting. The black-tailed prairie dog. Ray, appreciate your time, and
thank you very much.
We'll see you next week.